Today I'm going to show you how to use a really useful percent and ratio math trick to solve a really difficult data sufficiency question very, very quickly and very, very easily. Also, just for being here, I have a free gift for you. 3 simple strategies to raise your GMAT score 30 points today. These are the exact same strategies I teach all of my private students, so I know they're really effective. I know they're going to help you out a lot, and they're free. You can download it right in the description. Okay, let's dive into that example. Okay, quick strategy review. Whenever you're in a percent or ratio data sufficiency question, your job is to get all of the variables to cross off, because if you can't get all the variables to cross off, we don't know exactly what the value of that ratio is. It's insufficient. But if we can get all the variables to cross off, then we do know the exact value of that ratio or percent, so it is sufficient. At a startup, there were T-total investors. Some paid a full share of X dollars and some paid a half share. What percent of the total investment was full share investment? Okay, the first step is always to write down exactly what we've been asked for. And in this case, we've been asked for full share investment over total investment. Step 2, get that out of English and into math. And to do that, we're going to have to assign a few variables. And frankly, they gave us a few variables as well. Let's call F the number of full share investors. H is the number of half share investors. T is the total number of investors. That's what they said. So that must be F plus H. And then X, we're told that's the price of a full share. So in math, this is what we've been asked to find. The full share investment must be the number of full shares, F, times the price of a full share, X. The total investment must be full share investment plus half share investment. Full share investment, F times X. Half share investment is H, number of half share investors, times 1/2 X, because they're putting in 1/2 X. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take each of the statements, get them out of English and into math, substitute them into this ratio. If we get all of the variables to cancel off, that statement is sufficient. Okay, so let's take number 1. Of the T investors, 80% purchased full shares. What does that mean in math? It means F, the number of full share investors, is 80% of the total investors, or F equals 0.8 F plus H. And if you go ahead and just keep on doing the algebra, we find that 1F equals 4H, or H equals 1/4 F. Great. What we're going to do is we're going to take that information and substitute it into the question that we were given. So what we're going to do is on that bottom where it says H, we're not going to use H anymore. We know that H is the very same thing as 1/4 F, so we're going to substitute that in, and then we're just going to do algebra. And on that third step, we're going to get it down to F times X on the top and 9/8 F times X on the bottom. And guess what's going to happen to the F and X's on the top and the bottom? You're absolutely right. They cancel out, leaving us with 1 over 9/8. If we can get all of the variables to cancel out, that is sufficient. Okay, let's take a look at statement number 2. The total investment was $160 million. I don't think that's going to be very helpful, because in math, basically what they've given us is the denominator. We're told that the total investment is $160 million, which leaves us with F times X on top, $160 million on the bottom. That will not cancel out all the variables. That is insufficient. Nicely done. Okay, so I know what some of you are thinking. Really? All I have to do is substitute in and see if all the variables cross off? That's it? Yeah, that's exactly right. Because remember, in data sufficiency, you're not being asked to actually solve for the value. We don't care what the actual value is. We just care that we could calculate it. So I want you to use this strategy whenever you're solving for a percent, ratio, or fraction on a data sufficiency question. First, get everything out of English and into math. Sometimes that's the tricky part. Then plug in and then do your algebra. If all the variables cancel, then that statement is sufficient. Okay, great job. It's all about crossing off those variables. If you found this video helpful, please remember to hit like or subscribe. It helps us out a ton. And also don't forget about your free gift. 3 simple strategies to raise your GMAT score 30 points today. Okay, great job. We'll see you next time.